AI is the biggest game changer so far I have experienced in my lifetime, but it has wiped out $1.3 trillion in market cap of software companies in the last half year. We call it the SaaS apocalypse, right? But for us, we use AI as a tailwind because AI can do many things, but it cannot recreate. Hey man.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Ah, shit.
Good.
Good. We're gonna go to Supernova today. We're gonna talk today about why physical products are the thing to build in 2026. It's gonna be a long one, so I think we're gonna go for a run first. Oh, actually, and we're going to go to as well. We're gonna check it out, check our production line, give you a little bit of insight what's happening there, and also show you the other side of what it means to build a physical product. So Supernova is in Antwerp. It's a big event for both investors, tech enthusiasts, tech founders, all coming together. It's pretty new. I'm not too sure. I did it a few years, but they had like super big speaker lineup. So they had Oprah Winfrey coming before, Barack Obama coming before. This year they have Arnold Schwarzenegger coming by. So, although I'm not sharing the same day nor the same stage, I'm sharing the same event as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Technically the same lineup.
Technically, I am Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's fucking go. You know, physical products create routine, they create familiarity, they have the opportunity to create an ecosystem. So I'm not trying to make a case against AI, I'm trying to make a case why I think physical products, especially intelligent physical products, are the most defensible bet in tech right now. And I think there's a very compelling case for it. And it's crazy how like AI have redefined the game, right? In terms of ARR growth, it's crazy. Like companies can grow from nothing to 30 million ARR in just a blink of an eye, but it has wiped out $1.3 trillion in market cap of software companies in the last half year alone. So what does that ARR growth mean today? And I think that's the reason why we talk a lot about retention now. And that's the bridge towards our physical product. You know, like every other week, something Anthropic's coming out. We call it the SaaS apocalypse, right? Killing a lot of SaaS companies. And you have that tool. It's called Death by Cloud. And you can see how likely it is that it's going to get eaten by AI. And so yesterday evening, I did it for Aquablu. I got an actual link from one of our current investors. And it was like a 6% out of 100% option because they just said like, I'm sorry, but AI can do many things, but it cannot recreate beverages. I think it's very, very, very good for a lot of different things, and especially within our industry, I think it makes our product philosophy even more interesting because it just takes away so much of the operational burden of which hardware is often discredited to. So think about service, think about operations, the logistics, the supply chain, all of those topics. Those are the big red flags around hardware. And with AI, it just all became so much more simple. So a lot of things that what are coming out right now are just tailwinds into our sale. And for a lot of companies right now, that's the opposite. So if you're asking me what's keeping me up at night, that's mostly all the opportunities that are out there with AI, rather than AI that's going to eat my business alive. So we're actually going to the part that most investors find very scary, right? So that's the production of it. It's about the quality, the supply chain, and the assembly of it. It's cool to kind of also see that, you know, like these physical products don't just magically appear. They're actually being assembled piece by piece. This is where we do our production. And we're gonna take you guys on the tour to show you what we're doing here. And let's see how the products are doing. Oh, it's pretty, so actually the funny thing is where AI can really work is to make sure that we have really strong product diagnostics. So they understand, you know, like, hey, can we find certain failures, or like really think along with the person that's building it and testing it. What they can't replicate is, of course, physically building the product. Initially, the first 50 prototypes that we, like 3 years ago, we built ourselves. What we've seen is quality is extremely important, and on all the procedures that you need to think out of. So you just say like, oh yeah, we as engineers can build a product, but how do you actually bring it to scale production? And I think that's one of the major things that we found out in the last like 1.5 years working together as well. It's like, how do we make sure that we have rigid quality procedures to make sure that we can build 5,000-10,000 of products that we can also really comfortably say are going to be of the right quality. And I think that's one of the major things when you're scaling up, is that you cannot get away with the scrappy and fast mentality that got you where the quick, fast and prototyping phase was. But then when you move into real production scale, that's when you need quality. And I think that's where we had made a shift about 2 years ago already, moving into real scale production. And that's something that I experienced firsthand. I wouldn't have expected it to be so complex at the beginning. What we're showing here today is that yes, it's hard, but when you have the right partner, you can actually make it a competitive advantage, because it's hard for everyone. So that's why it's super defensible, because yes, it's hard, but if you crack it, you have a lot of benefits from it.
Really cool, huh? Really cool to see.
Yeah, it's cool, huh? It's crazy because the last time I was here was half a year ago, and then the time before that was like 2 years ago. This whole hall was still empty. Oh, yeah. So yeah, they really scaled up as well. I mean, yeah, they're gonna keep up with us, right?
Did this visit to bring something else to your mind now that you want to say today on stage?
Well, I think it's just a reminder that even in Amsterdam, we live in such a tech bubble. And then you drive here and you just see the sheer size of like all the manufacturers of physical products, like the large logistic hubs. You know, we sometimes think the world runs on software, but actually, like, I'm driving in a car, you're holding a camera, the clothes I'm wearing, it's all physical items that we are producing. So I think it's just a super cool reminder for yourself to kind of like, oh yeah, you know, let's not forget, you know, the big industries behind that. Of course, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be in a breakout session. Top.
Dan kan je ze wel meer.
Yeah. Aquablu is essentially building the world's largest hydration platform, and also made sure that we didn't just fall in love with the features, we fell in love with the problem we were solving. That every time Antwerp launches a new model, I know that my business is not going to be disrupted. An hydration system that we place at businesses across Europe, where you can get functional waters, enriched with flavors, vitamins and minerals, to make sure that you can thrive during the day. Because also with the power of AI, you're able to do so much more than what we could do back then with the small team that we had. So it doesn't have to be perfect. And therefore you can launch faster and kind of bridge that 3-year gap to market with a lot of real world knowledge. Aren't you afraid that the product gets copied? And I always say, no, I'm not afraid at all. Because first of all, I think as a physical product, which is also an intelligent product, there's a lot of things that you have to do right in order for this to truly work. So there's a few big milestones ahead of us. So. Ja, we hadden veel, we gingen er goed doorheen. Ja, zeker. It was very enjoyable. It was a good group. It was pretty busy inside. They really thought it was a very inspiring session, which is always nice to hear. The funny thing is that, you know, the questions that she asks me, I don't ever ask myself. So you're thinking about them on the spot, which makes you go back in time, and that just brings up good memories. So, but anyway, it was super fun. So great people, great questions, and actually money grows on trees. This is as close to the refill that you're gonna get.